Hello.
Hey.
Welcome
to our competition review.
Oh, welcome to our competition review.
Of our own competition.
Yeah, we're going to review our own competition. We're like that. These competitions need to be better. So we need to check ourselves, like if we need to do anything better. So that's why we're here.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the overall vibe. How was it?
I mean, I would give our competition like a 9.5 out of 10. It was great.
It was pretty fire. Overall vibe of the comp, pretty solid, pretty strong. It was good vibes all day, good energy.
I only argued with Anton a couple times.
Yeah, of course we argued, but like in a healthy way.
I know, it was.
And yeah, I just felt like it ran really smooth. Felt like the workouts were really solid. We'll get into that.
The playlist was good.
Playlist was solid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm really happy with how it went. I was very stressed out, and it went way better than I thought it was going to. If I'm being honest.
It went better than you thought it was going to go?
I think
thought it was going to go bad?
No, I didn't think it was going to go bad. I think I just had like every worst case scenario in my brain. So the fact that nothing bad happened, I feel really good about it. Not saying that we couldn't do it. I knew that we were going to do it and it was going to be good. I was just worried about it. I don't know. It's your event that you're planning.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it went great. Like we were on time all day. The judges were amazing. The athletes were good. We had people come and watch from our gym that weren't competing, which was nice.
Yeah, for me, what makes the vibe good is fairness, high energy from the people running the event, so me and Maddie, and then like good workouts. Like if you have that, it's great. Like if a workout is good, we all know how special and magical a good CrossFit workout can be. As long as it's fair, then like the energy stays up. But like, dude, it really drops in comps when people just feel like they're all having a different experience. And so we focused on that and it worked.
It did work. I don't think, from what I heard, no one complained about our judges or the standards or anything. I didn't get any of that. But again, I was working, so.
Well, we did pay our judges.
True, we did. And they had pretty sick shirts.
Yeah, we paid them. They looked the part. They stood out. And they all were very serious today. They came here to do a job. Like, they weren't dancing during the workout. I saw some really hard no reps during the day, but I felt like everybody was like, I love that there's a standard. How was our test? How was the test of fitness?
Well-rounded. That's what it was. If anyone needs a competition template, we've got one for you.
Honestly, I would help you with your competition. I feel like we did give a really good test. Obviously, you're nervous, right? You're like, how are these workouts going to go? You're even nervous if like it's going to play out well. Like with the mass start run, we're like, are we going to be able to keep track of everybody as they're coming through? But we did. And, you know, the test, I feel like ended up being just really solid.
It was.
There needs to be a design and a formula, or like Maddie just said, a template for what the test is. So often I go to these competitions and I don't know what the test is. They're all the same length. They're all the same style. We need more broadness in our test.
We thought a lot about these workouts. Okay, y'all.
We did. Next year.
We changed them up a lot. We tested them.
We did.
The time domains, the machines we used, the weights we used. So they weren't random.
Well, let's talk about them. Let's talk about the tests.
Test number 1 was the plate run. It was 5 laps, and each loop was like what?
0.7.
0.7. So you carried the plate. Each person had one plate for 1 lap. Then you carried 1 plate per team. Then it was a run together. Then a run solo. Then a run solo.
5 laps. 3 is about 3.5 miles. 30 to 45 minute test, which we wanted something longer. We wanted something outside. We love mass starts. We just feel like there's a lot of energy around that. And I think this set the stage well. And
the plate made it harder for people, harder than they thought, I think. Like running with a plate is tough.
Yeah. And we had a terrain that had some hills, and there's one hill in particular that a lot of people said was really tough.
Right in the beginning too.
Yeah.
You like run out. It's like a straightaway and then boom, hill.
Yeah. It definitely seemed like the plate was something that got in the way.
Yeah. It's awkward. Like you're like, oh, it's not that heavy, but it's just carrying it. It's just a weird shape. Ugh.
Yeah. All right. Test number 2. So they had a 2-hour break, which was not, we wanted to give a big break. Quads are really blown up after something like that.
3 rep max back squat, 3 rep max shoulder to overhead. Each partner had their own barbell, mind you, okay? So no dude had to lift a 35-pound bar.
We did just do a competition where Maddie and I, and this was at the fastest CrossFit competition on earth, and not in a good way. If you haven't seen that podcast, that was the competition we did in Seattle. But we had to share a bar, and I had to do max lifts with a 35-pound bar. It's unsafe to put 300 pounds above your head on a 35-pound bar when it has that much whip. So we were just reminded, let's not do that here. And so we set it up in such a way where everybody had their own barbell.
It's so much better that way. And each athlete had their own judge. So 2 judges per team.
Yep. Proud of this test too, because I've seen a lot of strength tests lately that are very much having conditioning be linked to it or some part of it. It's like, let's just test strength.
Yeah, what's the deal with that? Why are people doing that?
I think they're doing it because Dave Castro has done it a lot in the open. But remember, they're doing that in the open because they only have a few tests to find people to move on to semifinals. And so they have to jam in as much as possible. So I get it from that standpoint, but I think it's kind of leaked its way into local competitions. But if you think about like the semifinals and the games, like they're going to test strength only. The person doing the test feels so much better lifting, not under like tons of fatigue.
It was great. We had the music bumping. Everyone's freaking out. Oh my God. PRs.
People are putting up big numbers. I mean, I
cool.
saw, I mean, the top numbers just for context was like 270 for a 3-rep back squat for female athletes and 420 for men. And then good shoulder to overhead. And again, part of that test was something that was a slow lift. So a slow lift meaning a non-dynamic lift. And we liked the back squat for that. We need to squat. We needed to make sure we were squatting at least twice in this competition. It is the most important thing, I think, to test. Then we went right into, like no break, right into our power and skill tests. So again, aerobic capacity test 1, strength test 2, power and skill tests 3 and 4. There was like a part A, part B. And that was a Wingate test in the rower, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 30 seconds on for max meters. This actually ended up being one of my favorite tests because it was so fun to have everybody in the stands stand behind the rowers and watch the
setup was amazing.
Yeah, the setup was so cool. And like
cool.
I remember looking at people watching the rowing screens and they're like,
whoa.
You know, like Sam Dixon, again, I got to go back to Sam. He's pulling like a 1:16 500 meter pace. It's crazy. Like I think the winning team was 2 meters ahead of the second team. And then the third team was 5 meters behind. And then that went right into a part B, which was in the remaining time in a 10-minute window. So you had 7 minutes about here to do 3 attempts at a max handstand hold and 1 attempt at a chin over bar hold. This was tough for people. I don't think they realized how messed up they were from the row. And I don't think anybody did amazing on the handstand hold.
I think the max was only like 40 seconds or something.
It was around that.
I thought that there would be someone that could do longer, but you're right. The row really messes you up. That's a hard row sprint.
And I think we felt that when we tested it, right?
Yes.
We were like, oh, whoa, my core is like blown up. Like I'm having a hard time being upside down. So that was kind of fun. That was a little bit of that interference that we started to add in because obviously test 1 and 2 had no interference. And so we started to kind of introduce a little bit more cross. And then they went into test 4. Test 4, we wanted to do something that like if you were at the games or at a 2 or 3 day event, this would be like the closing workout of day 1 or day 2, like something where you don't want to do anything after it, something that like you will never forget. And sure enough, this workout did that job.
Oh, yeah. Conga style workout.
Yep.
Crushed everybody. We had high skill gymnastics, some burpees. So we did kettlebell overhead squats, 15 reps, 20 deadlifts at 205 and
315.
315. Then 30 burpee box jump overs. Then it was 15 bar muscle ups. Then you had to go back.
Yeah. So conga style, meaning that partner A would do the first movement and start the second, and then partner B follows them all the way through the workout. So both partners have to do basically the whole thing. And there were some good races here. You have to make the last workout like
bad, not 5 minutes.
Yeah, don't make it some afterthought. So often these final workouts in these local comps are like, let's just throw together something really fast and really quick that we could test like the best few teams. I'm telling you, it's such a better setup to to take like a perennial CrossFit workout, like make it the hardest test of the day. To me, that makes the most sense. Think about in training, like you should do your hardest thing last that builds the highest fatigue. And so often I feel like it's not that way.
Yeah, no. Like you said, it's an afterthought.
Yeah. And so I would recommend like take one of those, like if you don't know where to start, take all the benchmark CrossFit workouts and do iterations of that, of like Fran or Diane or Kelly, or an open workout, and like play with it. Like I was just telling you, I think Mary would be an incredible final in a local comp. Mary's a 20-minute AMRAP, 5 handstand push-ups, 10 pistols, 15 pull-ups.
That would be good.
Yeah, it's a gnarly version of Cindy.
Yeah.
And that, I'm telling you, they did that at the games a few years ago. I don't know if you remember Noah Olson and Matt Frazier racing, and Noah won by like half a round. And Dave Castro even said, I didn't think an AMRAP could be that exciting. That's why we do so much stuff for time. Dude, AMRAPs are crazy.
The race. If there's a race,
people are racing, and we got to see some races, and I think that's what made our comp fun is some legitimate racing.
Especially in that last workout, man, that was so fun to watch. And it's cool because a team can be ahead, and then all of a sudden their partner gets stuck, so then another team was passing, and then they would catch up, so you never really knew.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
How did Blue House athletes do?
Blue House athletes did amazing. I'm trying to think of.
Well, I think like the
podium.
standout for me was
Sam
Dixon.
Sam
definitely
crushed
RX.
it. Yes.
Well, let me just say one more thing about Sam too. Is Sam was in RX, and there was 3 perennial like games athletes here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had Carlene Matthews, went to the games like 6 years ago or something. I don't remember.
Now she does the Masters.
Yeah, and she's done well. She's super good. On the team that won, you had Mac McAdams, who is right now like in it trying to make the games. Probably the best athlete we had. Sam like got 3rd place behind that.
Yeah, he held his own. Him and Rebecca. They did great.
Also blew me away.
Yeah. Rebecca, good job.
Rebecca's really good.
You should come train with us. James and Bethany. I was so proud of Bethany. Bethany has been like stuck on her bar muscle ups. She's strong enough to do them, no doubt.
Oh my gosh.
But she did all 30 of them in the competition.
That's awesome.
Amazing. Like the progress is crazy.
Obviously, I think a highlight was I remember James hit 275 on his shoulder to overhead, but it looked really easy, and he was just talking about how good his pressing has felt.
James was looking strong.
He was
on the
looking
lifting.
strong. He was looking strong.
Good job, James.
Marina, I think, really fought. It was a big push for her to do RX. The problem is Marina's much too good now to do scale.
Yeah, Marina, you can't do scaled anymore. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, but it's like she leveled up, and it's hard. It was tough.
Yeah.
So she fought all day.
She did the 205 deadlifts, which is really close to her max lift.
A lot of
she did all of them.
I know. It's tough.
Joe and Jen, they did RX, which also was a push for them, and they did great. They were able to do all the movements. They were both really worried about the overhead squat. They crushed it. Joe has been injured, but he still did it. He did the bar muscle ups.
Yep.
They did a great job.
Yep.
Like, I was proud of them too.
It was nice to see Joe and Jen, also some of the newer athletes to RX, kind of push there. It's hard, y'all.
It's cool to see our like RX athletes go up against these games type elite athletes. Just like puts it in perspective, but they held their own with them, so they should be proud of themselves.
Yeah, so good. All right, in scaled, we had Mick and Simon.
Coach Mick and Simon.
Yeah, come in second. They did really good. I mean, Mick looked amazing.
Yeah,
all day.
They were both really strong. I think they probably could have almost done RX, but it's okay. Simon has never done CrossFit before.
Yeah, we had in 3rd place we had Camden
and McKenna. Yeah, so Camden and McKenna did the scaled. That was a last minute team. They did awesome. They got 3rd. Yeah. Camden's been doing CrossFit for a while, but he's one of those athletes, sorry Camden, that he doesn't like to push it that much. But I was really proud of him because he tried. I could tell. He did good.
Well, we all know how good Camden is. He just needs to realize it himself.
Moses and Stacy coming in 4th. Yep. I'm proud of Stacy. She fought through those 30 pull-ups.
Doug and Lily came in 5th.
Nice.
Michael and
Alex
came
the brothers.
in 6th. Oh man,
that was amazing.
y'all were getting your butt kicked, and it was pretty fun.
I'm so happy they did
watch.
it. I don't think they knew what they were getting themselves into.
Yeah. So then Emily Adams
And her partner.
jumped in with a last minute kind of fill-in.
Yes.
Blair. So hey, shout out to Blair, man.
Blair has never done CrossFit.
Whew, what a day to start your CrossFit journey.
Our athletes did great.
It was really cool. It was really, really fun to watch. Lastly, anything that we would do differently next year? What are some of the things that we're thinking about?
We do think, since we put on such a great competition, that we could get more athletes, and then we
Definitely.
could do maybe a solo competition next year. Add some more divisions.
Yeah, we were thinking that we have the capacity to pull off a solo comp. And I think, I mean, we would love to hear your feedback, but if you would like to try to run this solo, then let's try to do it. I think we'll reach out to the athletes and kind of get some feedback here, but we did find that it's just really hard to always find a partner. And
Yeah.
that was like a struggle for a lot of people. I think more people would have participated if they could have just done it. And we can actually be more creative with programming if it's solo. And I was thinking about this a little bit, Maddie. Like when I watch like big competitions, like I am more drawn to the solo competition.
Yeah, I agree.
It's more exciting.
It is.
So I think we could make it more exciting for the spectators if we build out like a
Indie.
solo vibe.
Yep.
We're also thinking like more masters divisions. We do have lots of athletes now that are kind of aging up. And so it would be good to segment that. So
Yeah.
we're going to look into how to do that. And then we also want to have more vendors. So we think if we can create a better vendor village experience, that could be a way that we could really level up. We did have our title sponsor, iMove, on site, and he was awesome.
Thanks, Dan.
But it was just Dan.
Yeah, we need more.
So I think we could make it more fun with more things going on. I think now it's on the radar that this is going to continue to be the best competition in Portland every year.
Also, shout out to Jamie for the live stream and Mason for taking photos.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks, guys. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. So good. Let's run it back. Any competitions coming up for you?
No. That was like a trick question. If I said yes, you would be mad. What about
Yeah.
you? You got any? No.
Nope. We are now training
The Open.
for the Open. Maddie and I are trying to go to semifinal. I would really
Yes.
like to see Maddie go to a
in-person
semifinal.
one.
Yeah, in-person semi. Be sick. And then let's see if
And then
I
Anton's
can.
going to make the CrossFit Games.
I'm going to be in the 40 to 44 category next year. Wow.
Yeah!
Wow.
He's going to do
Any
it.
40-year-olds dressed like this?
The fit is fire today.
I might be the only one.
Probably.
Let's keep it running. Peace out, y'all.